Welcome. Today we journey to Mount St. Helens, a place where Earth's power and beauty collide. This volcano is more than a mountain, it's a symbol of destruction and astonishing rebirth. We'll uncover 10 incredible facts, from the cataclysmic eruption of 1980 to the quiet return of life on its slopes. Mount St. Helens is a living narrative, written in rock, ash and new green shoots. Join me as we explore the science, history and legacy of one of the world's most fascinating volcanoes. Prepare to witness the dance between devastation and recovery. On the morning of May 18, 1980, Mount St. Helens erupted with a fury that stunned the world. The explosion unleashed a force so powerful it forever changed the course of American history and left an indelible mark on the Pacific Northwest. In a matter of minutes, 57 lives were lost and entire communities were reduced to rubble, their homes and livelihoods swept away by the disaster. The eruption flattened over 200 square miles of forest, destroyed bridges and brought the region's vital industries to a sudden halt, leaving thousands without work. The economic impact was staggering. Over $1 billion in damage rippled far beyond the blast zone, affecting families, businesses and entire towns. Massive mudflows, known as lahars, surged down river valleys, swallowing everything in their path and transforming once lush landscapes into barren wastelands. The Toutle River Valley, once vibrant and full of life, was left unrecognizable, a haunting testament to the overwhelming power of nature. This catastrophic event became a turning point for volcanologists, inspiring new research, improved monitoring technology, and more effective emergency planning strategies. The scars left on the land and in the hearts of those who lived through it remain a permanent reminder of that fateful day and its lasting impact. Mount St. Helens forced us to confront and respect the unpredictable raw power that lies beneath our feet, shaping our world in an instant. Its eruption not only reshaped the land but also transformed our understanding of volcanic hazards, prompting new safety measures and public awareness. The lessons learned from Mount St. Helens continue to guide scientists, educators and communities today, ensuring we remain vigilant and prepared for whatever nature may bring. In seconds, Mount St. Helens lost 1,300 feet of elevation, its symmetrical peak blown apart. A massive earthquake triggered the largest debris avalanche in recorded history, uncorking the volcano's pressurized magma. The resulting explosion was many times more powerful than the Hiroshima bomb. The summit vanished, replaced by a vast, horseshoe-shaped crater. Today, this crater is a window into the volcano's heart, where a new lava dome slowly grows. The lost summit stands as a symbol of the mountain's violent past and ever-changing present. Mount St. Helens is not dead, just transformed. Catastrophe rarely arrives unannounced. For 2 months before the eruption, Mount St. Helens sent urgent warnings: earthquakes, steam explosions, and a growing bulge on its north flank. The mountain swelled outward at up to 5 feet per day, creating an unstable slope. Scientists monitored the volcano with modern tools, tracking every tremor and gas emission. The bulge was a ticking time bomb, and the world watched as the mountain visibly deformed. This period marked a turning point in volcanology as real-time data shaped our response. The warnings were clear: the mountain was alive and ready to unleash its power. The stage was set for disaster. When most people picture a volcanic eruption, they imagine a towering column of ash and lava blasting straight upward into the sky. But in 1980, Mount St. Helens defied expectations and erupted sideways, catching everyone off guard. The sudden collapse of the volcano's entire north face acted like removing a cork from a shaken bottle, instantly releasing pent-up pressure and unleashing a massive lateral blast at nearly supersonic speed, far more powerful than anyone had anticipated. A searing pyroclastic flow, a deadly mix of hot gas and volcanic debris, swept across 230 square miles, flattening everything in its path, turning lush forests into a barren wasteland and sterilizing the land for miles around. The devastation to the north was total and absolute, with entire ecosystems erased, while areas to the south were largely shielded by the mountain's bulk, creating a stark contrast between destruction and survival. the most iconic image left behind. Millions of trees, all flattened in the same direction, laid out in neat rows as if swept by a giant hand, each one pointing away from the gaping crater. Scientists who arrived to study the aftermath were stunned not just by the sheer scale of the destruction, but by the unexpected direction and force of the blast, which challenged previous assumptions about volcanic eruptions. This single event forced a complete rethink of volcanic hazard planning worldwide, prompting new strategies for emergency response and risk assessment. The lesson was clear and sobering. Volcanic danger can come not just from above, but from the side, in ways that are difficult to predict. Mount St. Helens forever changed how scientists understand, monitor, and prepare for volcanic eruptions, leading to advances in technology and safety. Its dramatic sideways blast remains one of the most studied and significant eruptions in history, continuing to teach us valuable lessons about the unpredictable power of nature. The eruption's ash cloud soared 15 miles high, entering the stratosphere and circling the globe in just 15 days. Cities hundreds of miles away plunged into darkness as ash rained down, halting daily life. Air travel was paralyzed, with thousands of flights cancelled to avoid the abrasive ash. The ash cloud's journey revealed the interconnectedness of our atmosphere. Globally, the eruption caused a slight cooling effect and painted the skies with vivid sunsets. Scientists gained invaluable data on how volcanic eruptions influence climate. Mount St. Helens' reach was truly worldwide. Its ash became a signature in the sky, a reminder of nature's far-reaching power. After the catastrophic eruption, Mount St. Helens was transformed into a moonscape, grey, lifeless, and seemingly beyond recovery. The once vibrant forests and meadows were buried under thick layers of ash and debris, leaving behind a landscape that looked inhospitable to life. Instead of rushing to restore the area, scientists made a bold decision. They would simply watch and let nature's resilience unfold within the protected National Volcanic Monument. This hands-off approach turned the devastated mountain into a unique natural experiment. To everyone's surprise, life returned faster than anyone expected. The first signs of green appeared just months after the eruption, defying predictions of a barren wasteland for decades. Pocket gophers burrowing beneath the ash mixed it with the soil, creating pockets where seeds could take root. Plants that had been sheltered by lingering snowpacks survived the blast and became pioneers in the wasteland, starting the slow process of renewal. Wind-blown seeds and hardy species like prairie lupine were among the first to colonize the ash, beginning the remarkable process of ecological succession. These tough plants stabilized the soil and created conditions for other species to follow. Soon insects, birds, and elk returned, each playing a vital role in the web of recovery. Insects pollinated flowers, birds spread seeds, and elk grazed on the new growth, helping to shape the evolving ecosystem. Today, the monument is a patchwork of meadows and young forests, a living laboratory where scientists continue to study nature's power to heal itself. Mount St. Helens offers priceless lessons in disturbance and renewal, showing us how life can bounce back from even the most extreme devastation. It's a story of hope and resilience, written in vibrant green against a stark backdrop of grey ash and rock. Here, nature's tenacity is on full display, reminding us of the incredible power of life to endure and flourish. The 1980 eruption wasn't the end. Mount St. Helens remains one of the most active volcanoes in the Cascades. Dome-building eruptions continued for years, with thick lava piling up inside the crater. In 2004, the volcano reawakened, extruding new lava spines and sending out thousands of small earthquakes. Scientists monitor the mountain around the clock, tracking every tremor and gas emission. The question isn't if it will erupt again, but when and how. The magma chamber is slowly recharging. Future eruptions are inevitable, whether slow or explosive. For now, the giant slumbers, but its restless power is ever present. Mount St. Helens is a reminder that the Earth is always in motion. Spirit Lake, once a pristine mountain gem, was forever changed by the eruption. The debris avalanche displaced the lake's water, sending a tsunami 860 feet up the hillsides. The lake bed rose by 200 feet, and the water became a toxic, anoxic soup. Hundreds of thousands of shattered trees formed a floating log mat, a haunting reminder of lost forests. Over time, microscopic life returned, followed by insects and reintroduced fish. Spirit Lake is now a unique ecosystem, chemically and biologically distinct. It offers scientists a rare chance to study how a lake is reborn from near-total sterilization. The transformation of Spirit Lake is a testament to nature's adaptability. The eruption began with the largest debris avalanche in recorded history. A magnitude 5.1 earthquake triggered the collapse of the mountain's north face. Over half a cubic mile of rock and ice surged downhill at 150 miles per hour, burying valleys and altering rivers. The avalanche's removal of the mountain's weight instantly triggered the lateral blast. The landscape was buried and reshaped, with hummocks dotting the Toutle River Valley as lasting reminders. The scale was immense, enough debris to cover Washington, D.C. 10 feet deep. The avalanche was both a consequence and the direct trigger of the main eruption. It remains a defining moment in geological history. From devastation, Mount St. Helens has become a world-class destination for learning and adventure. The National Volcanic Monument offers trails, observatories, and ranger-led programs. Visitors can hike through recovering forests, circle the volcano, or climb to the crater rim. The Johnston Ridge Observatory provides dramatic views and educational exhibits. The mountain's story is a real-world lesson in geology, ecology, and resilience. Visitors leave with a deeper appreciation for the forces that shape our planet. Mount St. Helens is a place of contrasts, destruction and rebirth, violence and grace. It stands as a symbol of resilience and the unyielding power of life. Here we learn from the past and are inspired by nature's recovery. Our journey to Mount St. Helens ends, but its story continues. We've witnessed the power of eruption and the resilience of life. Mount St. Helens is a living reminder of Earth's constant change. Its legacy is written in both scars and new growth. Thank you for joining this exploration. Stay curious and keep discovering the wonders of our planet. Until next time, never stop exploring.